to Vivid Buffalo. And we are back in the practice room. My name is Angela Miklas. I'm an owner of Vivid Buffalo. And what an awesome day today. So today I got to run around the city to a bunch of different venues and plan classes, talk to models, and hopefully get things all coordinated in a timely manner. So that was Vivid Buffalo's day. Also, we're painting a mural. So I was busy running around and that was going on because we do a lot of different things. And we even found time to drive around the city and see where other murals were going up and talk to mural artists and say hello. So it was a really fun, art-filled, networking kind of day. The very best kind. So that being said, what does Vivid Buffalo have for you? Today, we will be reading from Journey to the Heart by Melody Beattie, which is a beautiful book. Just to take a few minutes each day and read. I feel her readings help me set intentions. So set intentions for my practice, set intentions for my classes. There's beauty in sitting and meditating and breathing or engaging in a mindful practice without this book. And I find that it's really good practice for me to utilize the book to help me think about things that are... Sometimes I use the book and I have something in mind. I have an intention. I'm planning a class, a yoga class, and it's all about heart openers, and I want a reading about holding space for an open heart. And I'll seek it out. Or you'll see, maybe July 8th. The darkness. But anyway, so there's dates. And so you can just open the book to the day, and magic can happen that way too. So that's why I love this book, and that's why I love to share it. And it gives me an opportunity to talk through what Vivid Buffalo has going on every day. And it's just a really good all-around practice for myself personally. So that's what we're going to get to right after. I encourage you to check out Vivid Buffalo's Eventbrite page because we have so many classes in July. So get signed up for yoga. The big one, yoga on the 24th, is the Yogis in Service event. We have 2 classes that day, raising money for an amazing organization, Yogis in Service. So we'll have a 10 a.m. power yoga class. We will have a 2 p.m. slow flow class. Each class will be followed by a meditation. We will have live art. We will have vendors. I've heard rumors of people singing. So we've got all of those different things going on. Super excited. That will be at Buffalo RiverWorks on July 24th. So get your tickets for those classes at Vivid Buffalo's Eventbrite. When you go there, you'll see that we have some yoga classes available. We have a painting class available and a photography class available as well. So I don't know what everybody's doing this summer. I'm sure it's all, getting together with family and doing outdoor things, and that's all amazing too. But these classes are those amazing. Like the yoga, we're doing out on the sport courts, so it's fully covered if there's any weather, but you get that outdoor experience. You're right out on the water. It's a beautiful place to practice yoga. And the paint classes, that's an evening thing. So you can come out, have some good food and drink, and paint with us. and photography class I am super excited about, and that deserves its whole own talking platform. So that's happening on the 20th, which is a Tuesday night, 7 to 9 at the Pearl Street Grill. And we will have an amazing photographer there who will teach other photographers how to work with a dancer or another movement artist and capture that movement. So that's the idea for this class with Steve Dent. So check that out on Vivid Buffalo's Eventbrite to get more of a description. You can check out the portfolio of the photographer, and that will be on the 20th, so it's coming right up. Get to Vivid Buffalo's Eventbrite page. Guys, that's a lot of stuff. I'm super excited to share it all with you on the daily as these things develop, because encouraging creativity is what we are all about here at Vivid Buffalo. It's our mission, is encouraging creative practice. So it started working with our clients because we're working with people who are building their brand, they're building, a website. Maybe it's just an individual that wanted something painted on their wall. So we helped walk them through that creative process. Then we started teaching classes in painting, and then moved to mindful practices and brought yoga into it as well. So our mission, encouraging creative practice, is spilling over everywhere currently, and it's such a beautiful thing. And I'm just so happy for all of the support that we get from you all every day. That is something, it's been so helpful in our growth process because, we keep meeting people who are interested in what we do. And then we keep meeting people that have interesting things to say and are amazing teachers. And it's built this really amazing business that continues to grow, continues to blossom, and it's like more than a career. It's a dharma, it's a life journey. So it's just been very, very exciting this year to be able to embody it, recognize it, and grow right along with the company. So all of that to get to this. Today's reading from Journey to the Heart by Melody Beattie is Recognize the Signs. Ooh, ominous. So, wherever you are, get grounded. So if you're seated, start to press through your sit bones. And if you're noticing that you are not feeling them, you can actually move the fun stuff aside and the flesh aside and really press down through your sit bones. If you're standing, press through all four corners of your feet. And then from that space, start to notice that grounding brings lift. So you can actually send that lift through your spine, out through the top of your head. And then relax your shoulders down and back, away from your ears. Noticing your breath and noticing your heartbeat. And from that space. Sometimes the universe gives us warnings. I was driving down a local highway in New Mexico a safe distance behind the car in front of me. Suddenly, the driver slammed on the brakes to avoid a huge puddle, a flood of water in front of him. I stopped short, but the car behind me was following too closely and rammed into the rear of my Jeep. I got out and inspected the damage. My car was fine. The woman who rammed me had dented her bumper, and no one was harmed. I got back in my Jeep, thinking it was over, but as I drove off, I began to wonder. Something about the incident still nagged me. Several weeks later, I was driving down a fast-moving 2-lane highway. Behind me was a large truck loaded with cars. In front of me were several cars. In front of the cars was a school bus. The traffic was moving at least 55 miles an hour. Suddenly, I saw the brake lights from the cars ahead. The school bus had stopped to let a child disembark. I pulled to stop behind the car in front of me, and then I remembered the lesson from the accident just a couple weeks ago. Sometimes I can stop safely, but the driver behind me can't. I looked in my rearview mirror. The truck, loaded with cars, was frantically trying to stop. I pulled my car off the road onto the shoulder, giving him an extra car length, and he screeched to a stop right behind the car ahead of me. Had I not noticed, not pulled out, we'd all have been piled up. And the children in the bus? Sometimes accidents happen without warning, but sometimes the universe gives us a nudge, a little sign. We don't have to become paranoid. We don't have to think every event means something, but we can trust ourselves to recognize a sign when we see one. A sign when we see one. So, my friends, keep your eyes out for the signs. I just thought of something that I've been noticing recently in recruiting that I've been able to apply. I mean, I've been in HR for a long time. And I am recruiting people for different events. But I'm noticing when I start hearing those same excuses that I hear when I'm in HR, like my car broke down and a lot of excuses. Those are like the warning signs to me. Like I've recruited long enough to know better to say, thank you for your time. And to not get caught up in that. And I only would have learned that through my recruiting process. Like I can see myself without that knowledge trying to do what I'm doing right now and like chasing people and being desperate and no. No time. Use the HR intuition and you'll know. So with that, my friends, trust your intuition. Learn to recognize the signs and the red flags. And you'll be in good shape. Yay. Talk to you tomorrow.